watch what grows. And when I'm through, oh, why not have it go? Take your time, steady and you can do it right. Shoshie can enter my world, watch what grows. And when I'm through, oh, why not have it go? Oh, we paint miniatures. We paint miniatures. We paint miniatures. Turn on, tune in, hear what I say. Watch real closely, enjoy your stay. You'll see me painting from up above. And if you like it, give it mad love. Take your time, steady and you can do it right. Shoshie can enter my world, watch what grows. And when I'm through, oh, why not have it go? Take your time, steady and you can do it right. Shoshie can enter my world, watch what grows. And when I'm through, oh, why not have it go? We paint miniatures. 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 We paint miniatures.
We are live. It is Shoshie from Shoshie's Minis, and welcome everybody. Thank you so much for coming. We've got a few people in the chat. I'm really happy. Sean is here, who hasn't seen me in a long time, and Betador and Jennifer. Yay! Anybody else in chat want to say anything? Say hi, so I can say hi to you back. We're going to be painting up this awesome figure, Virro, from the new Kickstarter by Steamforged Games, and that is why I'm here, because they have asked me to help me promote their Kickstarter, so that is exciting. Let me go ahead and post that in the chat so that you guys all have that, and of course I will add that to the, I think it's in the YouTube, description, so if you, I think that it's in there. Here, I'm going to paste it real quick. Paste. There we go. All right, I'm going to answer a question real quick. Sean says, what's the update on my mini? Yes. So, the mini is ready to be printed, or not printed, it's been printed. The mini is ready to be created. And all that's left is for me to finish up my website so that you guys can get in on the pre-order, which is super exciting. And I'll be promoting that. It's going to be in January. I'm really excited. I decided to go ahead and wait a month because it's almost ready. But I decided to wait a month to go ahead and open the pre-order for January so that all that income will be on next year's taxes. And it'll just be so much smoother and easier. TC, oh hi, how are you? Okay, let me talk just for a minute about this Kickstarter. Let me show you overhead. This is the bard. His name is Virro, and all the minis in this Kickstarter are really nice. Just look at this. Beautiful. He's got a combat wheelchair. That is so awesome. I talked to the people at Strata Miniatures who also does combat wheelchairs, and the cool thing is that Steamforged Games worked with him on this mini, and he did the prototype. So I'm super excited. Yay, Noel! I'm just so excited to be here, guys. It's been so long since I did a public stream. So let me do some really quick showing off of this Kickstarter real quick. I want to show you some of the key points here. And let me do this all a whip trip. I think I have to be in face mode. Yeah, okay, here we go. There we go. Is this gonna work? Nope, it didn't work. What do I do? Okay. Oh, I remember. There. No, that's not it. There we go. All right, take a look at this. This is I need to maybe make that a little bit bigger. Hold on a second. Let me shrink. There. Much better. Sorta. There we go. Oh my gosh, they just made a bunch of money. So that's cool. I don't know if that's because of me or not. That'd be really cool if they did. But anyway, you can go to their Kickstarter. It looks like, did they already fund? I think they already funded. Yes. So you're going to get all the stuff if you do that. You'll be in there. Awesome. Okay, so let me show you real quick the bard here. There he is. Can I shrink this so you guys can see the whole screen? There we go. Beautiful. So this is Virro. This is the model that I'm going to be painting. And you can see, unfortunately, do you see that little thing of music where it's just the colors? I just love that. I don't know if there's going to be a way to add those colors into the picture, but I will try. All right. So that is that. There we go. Ooh, wrong thing. All right, there we go. Let me go ahead and shut off the whip trip real quick. There. All right, so let's get some colors out. I've got my water set. And oh, I printed off a picture. Hold on, I'll be right back. I'm going to grab this print off because Virro, I'm going to try to do it according to the box art. Now, my wonderful friend, Electric Eve, I think she did the actual box art for the Kickstarter. So she's got more of the minis. So you can check out her Instagram or whatever. There we go. I've got my thing here so I can look. Let's set this up. Oh. All right. And then I've got my little holder. And I'm really going to try to show how my whole process and how I'm going to go about approaching this. You can see that I've done a zenithal prime. So I primed him entirely in black, and I did that with the airbrush, but you don't have to use an airbrush. I like an airbrush because the Stynal Res is super smooth and it's fast for me. And then I did a kind of an overspray, like a zenithal of white with the kind of a concentration of the white on his face so that I'll be able to see it really well. But what this does is it establishes my lights and my darks really nice. I can really see all the details on the mini. I'm not going to miss anything. So that is what I'm starting with. Okay, and then as usual, I paint from the inside out. So the things that are Like if I were to start, I'd start with his skin and then work out to his clothes and then his flute, etc. The largest thing here that is on the inside is his wheelchair, and that is mostly brown. So I'm actually going to start with that. If you have any questions along the way, please don't hesitate to ask me. I'm going to start probably, you know what, I'm going to start with this brown here. This is light umber. I'm looking at my photo here, and that looks like a pretty good thing. And then I'll mix some ivory with this to get this kind of creamy thing here. And then there's a dark, we'll add a little bit of transparent to get some of that dark color in there for the grain. Okay, so I don't need this one. This one, you can see this one has a little too much yellow in it, and this one is just kind of neutral brown. There we go. And we're gonna stream this until it's done today. So even if you can only hang out for a little bit, that's awesome. But you just know that this will be up on YouTube after I'm done, so you can watch the whole thing. Here's my transparent. It acts like an ink. It's actually a paint, and I love the transparency. I'm just going to throw a tiny bit of transparent black on my palette in case I need to darken anything up. And then we're going to put some ivory, dropping things. Yeah, a little ivory. This is going to be to mix to make my light color. Okay. Starting with, so I think what I'm going to do is I'm just going to paint the whole chair with this color and then add my details later. So glasses are off. Make sure I don't, yeah, bust out the Procreate. I love Procreate. It's good stuff. All right. Just going to paint everything on the chair. And I'm going to do my best to try not to color outside the lines, so to speak. Uh-oh, you know what I just realized? There's a blanket underneath him or something that's red, so I'm going to change that color back. So in between his legs is sort of a reddish color, you can see. The bottom of the chair. Oh, the whole back of the chair. I get it. Okay. Oh, okay. It's like the pillow. And the wheels are brown because they're wood. Interesting. I'm like really super glad that I have this reference, because at first I was like, am I going to need to paint this from scratch without any kind of color reference? I'm going to have to make up my own. And then I found this picture in the files they sent me, and I was like, yay, there is already some kind of color reference, which is what I love. There will be color artwork with my models as well when I go ahead and put mine out. Okay. The other tire is black, so I'm just going to color. I'm covering everything. If I wanted to be picky, I could go here and paint each thing, but what I'm going to do instead is just do that kind of wash layer with the transparent to try to get my darks back. So what has everybody been up to? Got any holiday plans? Let me know. We just finished up Hanukkah. Last night was the last night. And so we're kind of done for the holidays. Mike's birthday's coming up. He's going to be old. Not as old as me, but I'm 2 years older than him. And then after that, we'll probably do our Chinese food tradition for Christmas. That's what we do. All right, back here, there's this whole armrest thing. Just going to go ahead and paint it all brown. Here we go. I'm turning, do you see how I'm turning the model? I'm not really changing the direction of the brush. And all the whole armrest is going to be brown. I'm so happy to see wheelchairs being incorporated into miniatures, because, you know, there's a lot of people who use them, who play D&D and who paint miniatures. And what's awesome about that is that they get to see something that they would use on a day-to-day basis being part of their awesome hobby too. And I think that that should just become a norm. We should just be able to see different kinds of minis at all times. And I just love that Steamforged Games is coming in on that. And what's going to happen because of that is more people are going to be like, oh, this is really cool. This is something that I might like. And then we're going to have more people involved in it. And that's only going to help the hobby grow. I think there's musical notes on the back of his chair. I love it. All right. I'm just going to kind of overbrush that so that way I don't get paint in the musical notes. And that way, when I put that wash in there, it'll be nice. It'll be covered nice. All right. I think just kind of going in where you can't really see deep into here. So I'm not painting too much. There's going to be a lot of shadow in there, but I just want to get it. Will there be smooshing? Good question. I don't know. I don't think there will be. This model is pretty intricate, so I like to reserve smooshing for things with a lot of texture. If there was smooshing, it'd be down here on this base, but it's so small and there's just not enough area. Maybe we might be able to get some smooshing in here. Let me see if I got a small smoosh brush. I do. So we could try it later with this one. How are you, Jasper? It has been a while, hasn't it? You can make wheelchairs on Hero Forge. That's awesome. Oh yeah, Noelle made one of her. It looks exactly like her. I freaked out. I want to make one of me, but I don't know what it would look like. I'm just checking. Badalura, were you able to share that link? Because if not, maybe just send me a little reminder every 15 minutes or so to post it, maybe, if you feel like it anyway. No pressure. All right, I'm adding water to my palette because my paint is kind of thick. There we go. Oops, that was supposed to be a different color. That's okay. This is why we paint kind of inside out, because if you need to go over something, it's easier to go over a color than it is to you know, backtrack after the fact. These colors are pretty light too, so I'm just going back over my brown here, seeing if there's any spots that I missed. Sometimes when the paint dries, you see little areas that you missed. There we go. Good. Okay, and then the sides. There's a very nice wood chair here. Okay, yeah. The back is the hardest thing to paint because there's no color reference to the back of this mini. So we'll have to make up something. Bachelor teases me. He's like, we all know you don't like to paint the backs of minis. Luckily, this one is small. It will be easy. Again, I'm going back over stuff, but I feel like I missed that first time. Getting a second coat so that everything looks well covered. There was quite a bit that I missed. Okay, I'm just checking. All right, now we're gonna, ooh, I see a little thingy. There's a little tiny, there we go. I'm debating whether I want to use the transparent or some Agrax or shade. Let's try both and see what we like better. So there's the Agrax. One's gonna dry faster than the other, watch. All right, just a little bit of Agrax or shade. Let's do this on this one. If I end up liking it, I might just keep it. Oh, I should have painted the inside of that emblem, shouldn't I? I'll just make it dark for now. I do like that. That looks good. So this is, like I said, this is just a little Agrax to bring out the details. Let's see what the transparent does on the other side. Okay, transparent's already on my palette. There we go. I'm going to water it down. I'm going to add just a skosh of black to make it a little bit darker. Flip it. Oh, it's interesting. It's very different. Let's add a little bit more brown to it. Yeah, it's behaving completely different. I don't hate it. Interesting. What do you guys like better? What do you think? Do you think I should go with the transparent on all sides, or maybe we should wait till it dries to make a decision? Wow, that's pretty. I do like that transparent paint. It seems like it's working. All right, I'm going to just mute and hair dry this and see whether or not yeah, I don't know. I can't really tell. Let me put some more Agrax on this side. They're very similar. Maybe wait till it dries. I agree. Yeah. Let's see. Jasper says, I like the smooshing or stippling on wood because when doing wood, like you like to branch out. But the back has no color reference. Yeah. Chrome, non-metallic metal intensifies. Okay, Beth can't show the link, so I'm going to go ahead and share it again. Let me see if it'll let me share it. Just got to get into the right spot. Paste. There we go. Okay, every so often, one of you remind me to share that, like every 15 minutes or so. So what are my con plans for next year? I don't have any con plans yet. I'm still anxious about going to major events like that. I got COVID this year in October, and it was not cool. It was not fun, and it's, you know, I'm still nervous about those kinds of things. And that was with the vaccination too. So like, it's just not worth it. The other thing is that my daughter is not able to get vaccinated yet. She has a huge needle phobia. So she's getting therapy right now so she can get it. Always wait for it to dry. When Devlin mud is not an option, might have to let it dry. Okay, I'm gonna mute myself and hair dry this so we can dry it with the hair dryer. So far the transparent is drying nicer. So let's go ahead. We might need 2 layers of Agrax to make it look right. I feel like, yeah, let's mute and hair dry it and see what it does. All right, I'm going to show you. I don't see a huge difference. There's the Agrax, and I see the biggest shadow right there. The rest didn't really. And there's the transparent. I really think the transparent did a little bit better of a job. So that's what we're going to go with. All right, so glasses are off again. I'm going to get some transparent black. There it is. Mix that together because just adding black might change the formula. Make sure I spilled a whole pot of Quelly green shade yesterday. I was so mad because I got it all over my phone case. It was not cool. All right, paper towel. A little black, a little brown. There we go. We get that nice, rich, dark brown. And I'm going to do what I call pinpoint wash, where I'm going to come in and I'm going to hit the darkest areas. Let's use more brown on that. It's still not dark enough for me. Let me just try the black. Maybe it just needs to use transparent black. Okay, that seems to help. You see how I hit it with my finger so I can kind of wipe off the excess there? It goes around the wheels nice. Yes, okay, I do think that's the ticket. That's the ticket. All right, here we're going to use a transparent black and we're going to pinpoint into these little notes. So cute. And then each one of these little slats, I'm just painting them individually like a crazy person because we like our insane detail. And then using a little bit of like a drop shadow effect right here underneath. There's going to be a heavy shadow there actually. Let's grab that there. All right, I do like that a lot. Let's grab more black. Very nice. It really pulls out all the little wood grain. Little water in my palette. Ah, that's too much. So what I'm going to just hit it with my finger to kind of, that's actually a technique that I learned from Matt DiPietro. He would like paint and then you got all your darks left over. Got to just do the technique that works. All right. Now, with the actual black, we're going to hit these tires. Is that actual black? I think it is. Yeah, there we go. Sometimes stuff will sit on my palette and then soak up the water and then thin out too much. There we go. We got some metal for you. That looks awesome already. I'm super hyped. Completely makes sense, Shoshie. Don't blame you. Just wondering if you had any. Yeah, one thing I thought about doing, I'm still not sure if I'm ready for it though, Sean, is to do what they call an atelier. It's just like a workshop basically, where what I would do is I would probably like rent out an Airbnb and then, you know, do a workshop at an Airbnb somewhere where it's everybody's vaccinated, everybody's, you know, tested before they come. And then we have just like a whole weekend with just us. I think that could be cool. But again, I'm not really sure yet if I want that to do that. I think we're just going to have to wait and see. That's kind of how it's going to be for a while. Get this wheel. So if you don't know the history of Strata Miniatures versions of combat wheelchairs, there was a gal or a person, I can't remember if they're non-binary or not, but a person who, yeah, actually I think it was a person, who wrote the rules for D&D combat wheelchairs, and Strata Miniatures worked with them and did the minis. And I ended up getting some. In fact, do I have them handy? Hang on, let me show you. Because I got 3 of them painted, and one of them, I can't remember, something happened to it, broke. I might have to have Jennifer repaint it or reprint it for me. But these are the 3 that I did get finished. So there's a dwarf. Can we see that very well? Yep, there we go. The dwarf, the tiefling mage, dwarf barbarian, and my favorite is the elf. Is she an elf? Yeah, the elf thief. And look at how awesome these models are. So I'm just so excited that Strata is just, you know, working with other companies to do kind of similar things. I'm really excited about that. Everybody go to a con and giant hamster balls. Yeah, you could. I think they've done a few outdoor concerts that way, Jasper. Oh, I just noticed he's got some really cool designs on his pants. I'm gonna have to incorporate that. That's awesome. All right. Now, this is where we start highlighting. Actually, I'm gonna do the, I'm gonna do the red. It's like a reddish magenta on his pants. I have to mix this color because it's actually not on my palette. Let's see, let's do a smidge of this. This is mahogany, and then a little bit of purple. Let's see what happens. It might be tricky. Let's see if I can mix this sort of a magenta color. Go with the purple first. Oh, that might be it right there. Nope, not quite. Ooh, there we made our own mahogany just for a second. It needs to be brighter. It needs to add a little bit of this, maybe. Yeah, that's pretty close. We need more pigmented purple in there, though. So let me go ahead and add transparent purple and see what happens. Just a smidge. Yes, there we go. We're getting there. It's still not that bright. Maybe transparent red. So the great thing about these these are almost pure pigment. So when you add them to your paints, it really juices them up. Oh, there we go. There we go. Let me show you. See how pretty that is? Sounds like a good idea right now. Oh, except a 2-day class in April. Maybe Nova. No plans now. Okay, I get you. All right, where's my thing here? Yep, that's the right color. Super pretty. Flip it. There's a little bit back here that I'm going to have to repaint a little bit. Because that's remember how I said that you paint from the inside out? This one is more inside. And then the seat. Good. Little cushion is that magenta. Oh, hold on a second. I see. I have to use my glasses for a second. Ah, there we go. Sometimes I see these little supports. I don't know if I can get that off or not. There. The fact, I mean, there really aren't that many supports, so I really think these models are going to be really nice when people get them, because they really did a good job cleaning this guy up for me. Whoever printed it did an excellent job. 3D printing is its own whole art. Yeah, it's going to be tricky getting back here behind him. There we go. There, that's pretty. I really love that. He's got some other things on his, like there's a lot of things on here. This rope for his drum. There's some cords back here, the bottle caps, the straps. All the leather that is on here is this beautiful magenta color. So we will be revisiting that color. So hopefully that will not completely dry on my palette until then. I did not get the transparent white. I forgot to get it. I need to write that down. Have you used it yet, Sean? I completely, let me write this down. Transparent white. Yeah, I don't have it, but I think you're right. That would bring up the brightness. And small amounts will bring up brightness before it starts going pink with reds. That's amazing. Thank you. You can sometimes squeeze in a little yellow. It will bring up the brightness in a different way. Yeah, I see what you're saying. Let's try that with a little bit of transparent yellow and see if I get a slightly brighter color. We're going to pull some of this over here. Just a, oh, no. Nope, that didn't go bright at all. It went bleh. Let's see. What do I have any white ink? That might work. Let me go to my ink station here. I don't even know if I still have white ink. I don't see it. wait, nope, nope. No white ink. Oh, I found it. Wait, is this it? Yes, this is it. All right, I found the white ink. We can try it. I gotta shake it really good. Maybe that will act the same. Just take a tiny amount of that. I don't know if it yeah, you know what? I'm gonna use it because I think it works. We can try it. I've got a purple that I can use too if it doesn't work. It's okay. Yeah, actually I like that. Let me just use some straight, here's what I'm going to do. Just use straight white. Tap it on the edge here. And what I'll do is I'll go 2 steps up and 1 step down. We'll glaze it back. Sometimes you can increase the luminosity from having a lighter color underneath it. I don't hate that. Let's see what Sean says. Instar white watered down. Yeah, I do. I have some of that as well. It's good for whites, but will bring brightness up in small amounts. Small amounts are used. Jason was showing it when you release the white that you can, okay. Paint searching ASMR. Yes. Let's try this white. Ooh, this is different. This needs shaking. Look at the, can you see the difference? Oh, you can't. The brightness is, in the ink is like a little better than the Instar. All right, I'm just gonna take my Instar here. I'm gonna dot this. I'm gonna paint it, and then what I'll do is I'll add my other color back over the top. See if it changes anything. I have to let this completely dry now. I appreciate the tips though. Holy cow. White dries quickly, so that's nice. Okay, that really helped. Look at that. Because magenta is already kind of, red and magentas are already kind of transparent. So when you go over the top of it, after it's dried, it just brightens it. I like that. See, there we go. Like I said, we got lots of other spots he's gonna have. Now I'm gonna take we've got the dark in there. We're gonna take a little bit of this ivory and a little bit of this brown to make a lighter brown. And now just every other one, or some of these are gonna get this brown ivory color. Yeah. Oopsie, I made a boo-boo. It's okay. See, already that feels kind of wood-like, but now we're going to take some of this regular brown. I'm going to see what happens. Ooh, because we put the wash over it, it colored the wood a little bit different color, which is perfect because now when we go over it, it looks lighter now. Love it. Okay, I'm gonna let that dry, and then we'll kind of see what happens. Is it drying? Take some of the transparent over the top, and it'll hopefully give it that wood, like polished wood. Maybe. Yeah. Okay, that worked enough. It worked enough. Okay, a little bit of brown, a little bit of the ivory again. And I'm just gonna tap some of the edges so we get some highlights in here. Need my other brown here. Blend that in a little bit. Good. Remember how I said 2 steps up and 1 step down? Now I'm going in here. I'm getting some of those edges. Flip it. Woo. And then we go back with our transparent again. And it seems like it's going to knock it down a little bit, which is okay, because it's also going to shadow the rest. Let's do a little shadow right here. Shadows push things back and highlights pull things forward. So I'm kind of doing a little preliminary dark lining, because it'll be much easier to cover up any mistakes if I dark line the parts that are way deep now. That's good. I like this. Good. Okay. It's starting to look really three-dimensional. I like this. So again, with the dark lining just under the spots on the chair that are going to have a nice dark shadow. And this emblem. The emblem is gold. I want to wait to paint that. Okay, more dark. Again, there's a little drop shadow right here. Again, dark lining these wooden slats. And oh, you know what's really going to make those slats pop out a little bit? It's just this little bit of highlight right next to that shadow. So whenever you have a shadow, try to have a highlight kind of close by to help you define it. There. I'm going to look at chat. Okay. That's good. Now over here. Again with my... Ooh, that's not light enough. There we go. Get my highlights, the wood grain. And the great thing about wood is that because it's organic, it doesn't matter if you get it perfect, because there's nothing perfect in nature, right? So like having wiggly lines, having lines at all is gonna make it look more real. Okay. There we go. And again, back with my transparent. do I have any openings on my online coaching? I do. Thank you for mentioning that. So if anybody is interested in online coaching, I completely have an opening on my Patreon if you want to sign up for it. Bachelor took the last one last time. That was the last time I had anybody take me up on that one. And you said that you thoroughly enjoyed it. And the way I run my coachings, it's kind of like you get your own commission plus tutorial on how I painted the commission, if that makes sense. It's pretty rad. All right, going in, just getting some of those darks. I love these transparents. They really do help me get my values. Okay. I'm going to go back and touch up these wheels. I think I need them to be more black. Okay, and then with my wood color, coming back in here, I need this to be darker, so I'm going to add a little transparent brown. Very gently. All right. The chair is almost done. Now we're going to get to the exciting part, the model part, the figure. Do we need I need to paint the drum. Let me see what color. Oh yeah, the drum is also wood. So I'm just going to go ahead and paint that lighter brown. It's a little bit of ivory mixed in. There's a rope around the drum. I'm going to add the transparent black over the top of the rope so that way when we go to paint the rope, it will already have its shadow underneath it. Saves me some steps. You know me, I'm all about the efficiency and kind of trying to paint to my temperament, which is impatient. Got to get the color right up next to those. And then I'm going to use this ivory. This part's going to be pretty light. Very cool. Coaching could be fun. Would be interesting in doing another Titanicus model. Oh my goodness. I would be, Jasper, but that one would be a lot more than my $100 level. A lot more. Generally, I try to get people to just do a 28 to 35 millimeter. Oh, Kickstarter link. Thank you. I'll do that again. Yay, that really helpful. Okay. There we go. Yeah, it was awesome. It was, wasn't it? I had fun too. Sometimes people pick models that I'm super stoked about, and that makes it even better. All right, his pants. I'm going to paint his pants next. I'm going to use this green because that will pop out up against next to his red. I think that'll look good, and we'll mix mix a little red with it and see what happens, because I feel like it'll make this turquoisey color. Nope, it makes a brown, a really poopy brown actually. Let's drop a little purple in here. Okay, that's better. More purple. Purple and green is what I think. Whoa. Yuck. Okay, hold on, hold on. I have to think about this for a second. We've got my green, and I need to mix transparent purple with it. That's why. Sometimes the non-transparent colors have some kind of other base, and oh wait, that's blue. We could try it blue. What happens when we mix? No, that's super. Try a little transparent red. Ooh. We made black. I mixed black. Haha. Let's mix a little bit more red with this. Nope, more green. I don't know what I'm doing. I'm making black. I never thought I could mix black, but there it is. So black, when you can mix black by mixing all of your primaries. And so I mixed green, which has yellow and blue in it already, and then I put red in it, and purple, which purple has blue and red in it, and I mixed black. But what I really want is like a dark turquoisey green. Let's try adding a smidge of this. This has some brighter colors in it. Brighter turquoise anyway. Let's try this in this. Here we go. That's my color. There we go. Gecko break? Do you guys want a gecko break? You're just going to say drink water. It has been an hour. Stretch warning. Yes, give me a stretch warning. They have tiny ones too. We could do a tiny one. You'd have to have them ship me the model. Let me paint these pants. Oh yeah, those are good. Let's paint these pants, and then we will get into a gecko break and drink break. That color is gorgeous. I'm going to be very careful not to mess up my red. I'm going to show you a trick. So try to paint the edges first, carefully, of whatever you're painting, and then look at that. Then you can kind of paint fast in the middle. This is a speed painting technique that I taught kids in grade school when they were coloring books. But you can use it with anything. You can use it with markers. You can use it with mini painting. See that? This is the base color, and then we're going to darken it with a little bit of this black that I mixed next to it on the sides. There we go. Oh, I got schmutz on the side there. We'll have to fix it in a second. Okay, schmutz. We don't have a schmutz alert on YouTube, but that's okay. There. Okay. With the, like I said, I've got this interesting dark color here. I'm going to go on the sides and mix it into the wet paint and stick it into the shadows as well. There. This is really close to how it looks on the artwork too. Then I can highlight it after I'm done with my lighter color again. Oopsie. Okay. Let's do a gecko break. I don't know if they're going to be fussy or not. You guys want a gecko break? All right. Let's let me take a drink. They are both in their little logs, so I don't know if we'll be able to get them to come out. Ginger Biscuit might come out. So at least you can see Biscuit doesn't like the light. Look at her tail. Oh, she's like, don't look at my tail. There. She's the one that is the most sensitive to light, so she doesn't like it. I'm touching her tail. She's like, what are you doing? She's like, aw, poor baby. Yay. All right, let me see if peppercorn. Oh, they've been digging. This is interesting. There's a big hole. Oh, I hope they weren't laying eggs. There's a big old hole back here. This is interesting. I don't know what they've been doing. Peppercorn, she is more fussy than Biscuit is. See if I can get her to... Can you even see her? There she is. There's Peppercorn. She's not as sensitive to the light. I'm touching her tail too. She's like, don't touch my tail. So I've got the geckos 3 years ago. It feels like it's been longer, doesn't it? Or it feels like maybe it hasn't been that long. 3 years since I got the geckos. Hey, Cosmic. How are you? So let's see. When I got Peppercorn, she was 2, so she's 5 now. And that means just Ginger Biscuit was 3 when we got her. And she's about to have a birthday. So that means she's 6. And they live to be about 15 or so. So we'll have them a long time. Geckos forever. How's it going, Cosmic? All right, I'm going to switch back to overhead. I'm going to take another drink. And everybody stretch. That's good. We're gonna continue painting this until it's done. So we'll be here a little bit. All right, I'm gonna grab some of this lighter turquoisey purple. And actually I'm gonna add just a skosh of this ivory to it because I want to make, yes, this color. This is the color of his shirt. It's also like the color of some of the interesting little, he's got these really cool little lines on his pants that I'm going to try to replicate. Let me see if I can freehand this for you guys. I don't know. We'll try it. By the way, I don't know if you guys saw, I tweeted this, I tweeted the announcement that I was going to be doing this, and ElfQuest retweeted me and said that, you know, people should come watch who are going to get the new ElfQuest minis from their Kickstarter. And I freaked out because I'm such a big ElfQuest fan. Sean, you know about ElfQuest too, don't you? I could have swore you were an ElfQuest fan. I could be wrong. But anyway, I was so happy. And then, okay, then I'm also Facebook friends with Wendy Pinney, who is the artist and co-creator of ElfQuest. And she liked my freak out pose where I was like, oh my gosh, guys, my senpai, notice me. All right, so now I did my freehand. I can go back and clean up my little lines and make them look nice and crisp because they're not right now. This is how we fix our freehand. There we go. All right, so that. Okay, figured this out. All right. And this one goes like this. And it just kind of like alternates, it looks like. It goes this way and then that way, like a braid. So you're basically drawing a little pattern on here. Let's do one more over here. Yeah, that looks cool. Cool as Jasper would say, right? I don't know if you'd say that. And then getting just a little bit of these highlights on his knees. And because those are pretty bright, I'm going to go ahead and do a little bit of a glaze to bring that down just a smidge. And then tap it with my finger. That came out good. Remember when I got them? Yeah, ElfQuest fan. Can't wait for the audio movie. Oh, Sean. So, I don't know. I'm going to try to get some of my friends together. You're still live? Good, I'm glad. It's been a crazy couple years, hasn't it? All right, I'm going to get... He's got a white shirt on. I'm going to paint the white shirt first with the Instar paint here, or this is the ink. Shoot. Let me grab my light gray. One of the things I love about the monument paints is that the white makes a good, this gray, so you make this gray first and then it becomes white later after you get everything painted. Okay. Whoops, I'm getting everywhere, but thankfully, like I said, inside out. This is why we're painting from the inside out. And then his cuffs, these little cuffs. I should have painted his skin first. He's got blue skin. Very, very pale blue skin. Let's do the skin real quick. Part of me just wants to see what happens when we do just a little Drakenhof Nightshade and then highlight it with some light blue. I'm just curious. Maybe, wait, not Drakenhof. Let me see, there's another blue. Ooh. Isn't there another blue? I'm looking for it. Hold on. I've got a whole bunch of washes up here, and I know one of them is like, nope, that's Drakenhof Nightshade also. I could have swore there was another blue. It must have been this one. Didn't there used to be a real kind of lighter blue wash? I don't know. Bonza. Did I see him? I did. I went to his birthday stream. Were you there? That was cool. One thing I want to try, I'm going to add some of this contrast paint to my transparent paint and see what happens. I'm going to try, see if I can make my own wash with a little bit of this and this. Oh, there we go. Interesting. It's kind of milky. We need more transparent medium then. Yes, there we go. We need more. There we go. Interesting. All right, let's see what happens when we add this to his skin. Talazar? What were you going to say about the audio movie? Oh, that my friends and I are going to do like a little, oh yeah, there we go. Boom, boom, boom. We're going to do like a little listen party, not a watch party, but a listen party. And I was thinking if you know any ElfQuest fans, you should do the same thing. Because I think it's going to be pretty cool and fun to listen to it with friends. So I'm going in here and I'm painting in, it's just a little bit of contrast medium mixed with the transparent blue. And it's helping me get kind of my shadows in here. and paint a blue without painting a dark, dark blue. Because his skin is pretty light. Okay. It's going to dry a little shiny, I think. Oh, I see a support. Hold on, I got to grab it. It's like right here under his chin. There, got it. All right, let's let this dry. I think I'm going to need... I just put my brush in my mouth. That was a bad idea. This is why I stopped being a brush licker, because I kept doing that and my tongue would go numb. And that is not a good scene. Where's my white? White, white, white. Here it is. Titanium white. Athematic blue wash. It could have been. I just remember it was a really cool blue. Or maybe I do have it over here. No. Wait, is that it? No, that's Drakenhof Nightshade. I've got like a ton of Drakenhof Nightshade, but I don't have that special blue that I'm talking about. Let me look on here because I have a wall of paint. I don't see it. Maybe I dreamed it. Accidentally licked undried super glue. What happened? Tell me that story. I have to know. That is insane. Did you end up like having to go to the hospital or anything, or what happened? It probably instantly cured, right? On your tongue. That would be painful. And I think it burns too, doesn't it? All right, I'm adding a little bit. See, a little bit of white. I'm adding my white to this blue mix because I still want that kind of contrast paint quality to it. And I'm just going to come in here. I'm going to add a little bit of transparent blue to my, to my white. That is pretty. So I got my nice shadow. I'm just hoping it doesn't dry looking chalky. Okay, let's get the... He's got shadows on his face that are dark blue. He looks like he has his eyes... No, he doesn't have his eyes closed. They're open. And there's like a little cat hair across his eyeball. Alright, let's go ahead and add some black. Get his eyes here. This is going to be the hardest part. Ooh. Especially because my black isn't working right now. Okay, I'm going to paint the whole socket black to start. This is the worst music for eyes. It's too fast. Oh, he's so pretty. I love his eyes. Hold on. There's a cat hair on his eyeball that's just bugging me. I don't know if I'll be able to get it off or not. Okay. I think I got it. I'm touching up around his eyes now. Need a little bit more blue. This is the craziest music that I could have had. It's like, all right, but we're getting somewhere. He's got red eyes. Kickstarter link, thank you. Hey, Robert. This is not official art. This is like for like a influencer promo art. I think Electric Eve might have done the official art. I'm not sure if she was also doing just promo or not. But yeah, this is what I'm doing here. All right. Kickstarter link. That's what I was thinking about. There we go. Boom. There you go. But you can go take a look at the Kickstarter. I just posted it in chat, and it's pretty cool. All right, what color is his awesome hair? It's sort of like a little purpley. Let me see what happens when I mix some transparent red. That's 2. More blue. There we go. Let's add a little bit of white. Yeah, there we go. That's it. That's the blue I need. Sort of got a bluey. Let's add a little bit more red to that. See what happens. There we go. Oh, I love his hair. And get a little tiny sideburn. I had to take a break from the eyes because this music is not the right music. Sometimes you got to switch it up to get the right effect. That hair's good though. I'm going to give it some highlights as well. Flip it. This is my Indian metal song, kind of, that was made for me. There we go. Really like that coloring. Let's give him some really sweet eyebrows. Actually, I got to lighten his face a little bit first. Blah. Sort of an ode to 2021, right? Oh, I just messed his eye up. No! Okay, now it looks better. Now, this is where I'm going to try to paint like his little tiny eyelid. There we go. I love this eye. There's always one eye that looks good and one eye that doesn't. All right, so let's do a little ivory on his sclera. Let's see if I can paint this part in. Okay, that's good. And of course, this eye is going to be 1,000 times better, just because it is. Back to the under eyelid. Ooh, we need to paint the black first. Sometimes you're going to have to go back and forth. It's kind of sculpting it out almost. That's good. That's cool. Okay. He looks like he's got eyeliner. So that means I need more light underneath. Yeah, much better. Need a little bit more blue in that. And I went too far with the blue, so now we got to come back with the white. Much better. There we go. Slowly but surely. And then again, that's under eye. Cute. Okay. I feel good about his eyes. Let's do his pupil. They are supposed to be magenta, but I'm going to make them red because otherwise we won't be able to see them. And he's looking out of one side of his eyes, side eye, which is actually really good because side eyes are easier to paint. If you ever have trouble painting eyes, try painting them off to the side because it'll be easier. See, I already messed this up. No! Well, it's not. I don't hate it. It's not good though. Let me fix this. There. That's much better. Now he looks like he's looking us to the side. Beautiful. Can you guys see his eyes? Bonsoir. How are you, Mathieu? Hopefully I said your name right. Mathieu. I know I'm so bad at French. I'm so sorry. Anyway, there's his eyes, looking much better. I got a big shadow. Let me see if I can add some light here. That's better. Hello, Rumble. Hello, hello. And Matt Bowman is here too. Give me 1 second, guys. I'm going to get a little bit more light on this model so maybe you can see him better. Try this. My blast him out. Let's see. Woo. Did it make the shadow harder? No, that's actually good. Let's see. Nope, that's too bad. There we go. We'll just keep that there. Okay, I'm going to do the red eyes. We've got the black. Because he is some kind of, I think he might be a tiefling bard. And unfortunately, everything is drying on me. I'm going to add a little bit more water to my brush and see if this helps. Flip it. Okay, I don't hate that. Let's see if this light comes. All right, you can see his eyes. They're little bitty red eyes. Let's give them eyebrows because that's really going to be what's going to make him look good. Because he looks weird right now. I'm literally having to drive these on freehand because he doesn't have any. Okay. There's a spot where I need to fix. Okay, I don't hate that so far. How have you been, Matt? Flip it to try to do the other one. when it comes to eyebrows, you want cousins, not twins. Or sisters, not twins. That's it. That's not bad. Let's go ahead and fix a little bit of the... And of course, all of the metal songs come on. Oh, he's got this cute little pink nose. Let me add a little bit to my blue. It didn't work. Let me add a little white to that. There we go. Now it's cute. I'm going to give him just a smidge. Just a little bit of cheeks. And on the edge of his ears too. To make him feel like he's more alive. See, that's coming along nice. All right, he's got an earring of some kind. He's got a couple earrings. I'm going to use metallic metal for all those because I think they look better. Find all my golds. There's a gold. Nope, that's yellow ochre. Here we go. Rich gold. Lots of details on this guy. Parts of his flute have, he's got a couple flutes. He's got a pan flute on his chest, and he's got his other flute is on his... Oh, that's cute. Okay. I'm going to fix up his nose a little bit. There we go. It's much better. That first, whatever I put on it at first, it looked too dark. Give him little reflections in his eyes. And that's nice. I like that. Okay, and then I'm going to add a little bit of this light blue to his hair to give him some highlights. Nice. Has anybody has anybody thought about the Kickstarter for Steamforged Games? Is anybody here actually? Oh, look at that. He's adorable. All right, let's give him his green shirt. And it dried already, dang it. We need white. There we go. This is perfect color for it. Sometimes I like things to be a little bit more vivid than the artwork because it is a mini. You want it to show up nice on the table. It's looking good. Happy. Oh, I'm happy. So happy. He's so cute. Hold on a second. I'm looking at... He does have like a green tie. Let's do a little bit of purple in this to just dull that green down just a smidge. Because his tie is actually this color. There we go. That's better. Nice. It's like a little coat, little jacket coat. Oh, and it's got some sort of little cape on the other side of him. I can't tell what color that is just yet. Flip, flip, flip. Did anybody see the new Dune movie? Does anybody like Dune? I did not like the very first Dune movie, but the new one, I thought they did a good job, except for the fact that they you know, split it into 2 movies that they don't know even for sure they're going to make the second one. I'm like, ugh. That's irritating. All right, this one is his other sleevey. I also got to see The Eternals on my birthday, and I thought that was an excellent, excellent movie. wasn't real familiar with The Eternals before we saw it. So I didn't know what to expect, but I really liked it. All right, this is supposed to be white, not blue. Let's do this. I forgot that I had painted it in gray, but that's okay. So now we can go into a shirt where we had the gray and kind of just tap some highlights so that his shirt looks like it's actually white. That looks good. And then let me get his little pan flute. It's going to be silver and gold and looks like some magenta. Where's my silver? Here it is. You're good. It's good to see you. And of course, get to hear Shoshie's greatest metal hits again. Since we have a different crowd here, I wanted to let you guys know that we're launching my miniature in January. And that is going to go live. So that's going to go live in January. And I'm very excited because we're almost done with the website now. All right, let's do this whole piece of pipes, pan pipes in silver first. He's got like some kind of belt on. I need to paint that as well. I just noticed. This is definitely a figure that you're just going to keep noticing details on. I'm just going to have to kind of paint around him. He's got some little metal vials of some kind over here. These might be more flutes. I think that's actually what these are. Maybe a set of bagpipes. I don't know. He's got an ocarina on this side. I love that. He's got an ocarina. All right, let that dry. Oh, the gold on the chair. Watch this. Oh, and these little dots are supposed to be gold too. Look at how this is popping. And the little details are coming out. See how I did my side of my brush against that? just to hit the details. There we go. Hopefully, I've got a client who's interested in me painting a Lionel Johnson. I painted one before, but I'm interested in. I'm always interested in painting those Primarchs because I love them. All right, let me look at this. He's got a belt buckle. I'm looking to see where he's got other pieces of gold. He's got on here his pipes. Just gonna make a little stripe. Here's the burgundy. This is all the leather is gonna be this color. So it's belt. This is tricky because I've already got those painted areas, so I'm trying not to mess it up. There we go. Oh, so close. Got a lot of straps. Hold on, let me look at this. I can't figure out what he's got on his back. It looks like it might be, he's got some kind of shoulder pad, and then he's got some kind of like cape thing. Can you guys see this? Whatever this is. Oh well, I will make it up. All right. We'll just make it all leather. Yeah. There. I see a support, but I can't get it. I'm just gonna paint it so it looks like a strap of some kind. It's actually a support. And then what? I don't know what color this back thing is, so I'm gonna make it maybe dark green. I'll just make it like this dark green color. Just add a little bit more turquoisey green to it. But since it's not in the art, I just have to make it up. I wonder what Electric Eve did for hers. I should go look at hers. Let me go check. I'm just like, now I'm really curious. And of course I lost my phone now. Oh well. So much for that. That's okay. We'll keep painting. Oh, and I want to add a little bit more white to this green, because look, we can highlight the highlights on this. I'm going to add a little water. Water is usually my only major medium that I use. See that? Anywhere there's like some kind of bump or the light is traveling over the fabric there, gets a little bit of a highlight. There. Okay. I changed my color again because I think this lighter green looks a little better. Okay, now he does have a dark green shoulder pad with some gold on it. Check the phone full. You know what? You're right. I should check the. Oh, you know what? It's in my jacket right here. Hold on. But you're right. I should check it. Check the floor. Ta-da! I found it. Okay. Let me check. All right, bear with me. I'm going to look for Electric Eve and show you what she did because she's gorgeous and she did the same thing. There she is. Now I'm going to get imposter syndrome. Did she post it? I don't know. I don't see it. I could have swore she did it. Maybe it was on Twitter. Maybe she didn't post it to her Instagram. I'm going to bug her to post it on her Instagram. Let me check her Twitter. I'm positive she posted on Twitter. Yes. By the way, if you haven't followed Electric Eve, definitely give her a follow. Her work is absolutely stunning. Yeah, I'm looking. Here he is. Oh, she's doing it. Look at this. She did a lot of greens and ivory for his shirt. That's cool. I love it. She got the nose pink and the eyes. She got the eyes perfect. I might have to go in and fix my eyes now because she just nailed it. Okay. Yep, got imposter syndrome now. Well, we've got a lot more color in our guy. He's getting there. All right, so let me go into the dark green. I'm going to add this and this. There. For this shoulder pad. Add a little bit more green. I love M's work. And I know, Bachelor, I know what you're saying. You're going to say, don't compare yourself. Because I know I've been telling you not to do it. And then here I go doing it. And I know. Nobody should be comparing themselves to other artists. But I can get inspiration. Right? Oopsie. I just messed his eyebrow up, but that's okay. I had to fix his hairline. Because his hairline wasn't working for me. And now my paint is drying on my palette, my wet palette. It's been forever. I know, Teviston. I've been streaming once a month for my Patreon patrons. They're the only one. They pay to see me paint. And it's been awesome because they've been supporting me through this journey of making these models. And so, yeah, I feel really good about streaming and stuff for them. But yeah, every time if I have sponsored videos, I will absolutely come back and paint for people. All right, I'm gonna make little. There we go. See, that side of his hair is perfect. He has a tiny little nose ring. I don't think I can paint it though. It's so small. Let me try to make a little gold dot and see if it looks dumb. It's actually really cute. Oh my god, I love it. I put a little, he's got a little nose ring on his nose already. Let's do the silver flute. Bachelor says, lol, I want to go to say a word. Just thought it. Rebel says, everyone's interpretation is different. Being inspired is not copying or comparing. Embrace the creative spark you get from seeing others work. Right. So the part, like I said, where I got imposter syndrome, that was when I was a little bit comparing, which I shouldn't have been doing. Because Eve is awesome, and she just has a different way of doing things than me. We both have different training backgrounds. But yeah, I really admire her work a lot. She's definitely somebody I really enjoy to follow. This silver flute's super cute. Okay, I think I got. Oh, that's his thumb. I just painted his thumb silver. Maybe just a little bit. Okay. So yeah, okay, so he's got this other little thingamabob here. It's like a little brooch, probably from the Bard College. And then let's get the gold details on the flute. I used to play the flute when I was in high school. Not well, but I did. And then here's the funny thing is that, so I really wanted to be a professional flautist. This is way before I thought I was going to be an artist. And my band teacher did not like me at all. And so I was in cadet band every year. Cadet band was like the kind of like, before you could get into concert band, you had to test your way into concert band. And if you didn't test in, you got stuck in cadet band. So I was stuck in cadet band the entire middle school. And I was like first chair flute in cadet band, which is like, you know, it's like being the first person in junior varsity, but you don't ever get into varsity, right? In fact, you could actually letter in music. You could get a letter, but I wasn't able to because I didn't get into the band. So I ended up quitting because my freaking teacher told me I had a rhythm problem, which I don't know was necessarily true. And I ended up taking art instead. And it, you know, I have to say that sometimes quitting leads you to what you're really meant to do. And I'm really glad, because I really like art a lot better than band. And I think it's the better fit for me. I was definitely also one of those ADHD kids. I didn't know I had ADHD back then, but I just wasn't, I didn't think I was good enough at things I didn't like. I didn't like things, so I would avoid doing things that I didn't like. And band was definitely one of them. Okay, I need to fix this little strap here that's across his chest. There we go. I got some gold on his face. Just a little bit. Ah, that's too bright, or too white. There we go. He's got a really sweet face. Okay, what's left? With a white on his cuffs. There we go, that pops. Shoes. He's got dark purple shoes. Actually, black shoes with purple. Let me see what happens when I add purple and black together. I can get a dark purple black. Yes, that's beautiful. I love that color for him. And then we'll highlight it with a little bit lighter purplish color to make it look like it's still black. That is gorgeous. I really want to put this somewhere else on him. Oh, I see some other spots where I messed up. Just got green on his chair here. Let's see. Let's do more green down here with his base. Sometimes you gotta paint the base before you paint the rest of the mini, so you can really kind of see it. Does that make sense? Yeah, this is looking good. We're getting close to being done. This is looking nice. Okay. And what I want to do is just take a little bit of this transparent purple, transparent black. That should be more black. Hold on. There we go. I'm just going to wrap that around there a little bit so that and then solid black for right here. This will make a big difference. Watch. I know it'll like just make him look like he's getting close to being finished. Okay, look at that. It's so cute. I feel like I need, let's do some more highlighting. See what that did? That just popped. Just that little bit of edge highlight. It's not edge high. I guess it's edge highlighting kind of, but it's just little bitty highlights to really bring it out. Let's do more white on his shirt. Do a little bit more white. That looks good. Sometimes painting these smaller models, you really have to pop these highlights and it can be really tricky. Okay, that looks good. Over here, same thing. Good, good. All right, so now I want to take a little bit of gray. I want to use my white, mix it a little bit with this black over here. Make a gray to make the natural highlights of the boots and of the tires, so they still kind of read as black, but they just don't disappear into the darkness. Does that make sense? Because even your shadow colors need a highlight. Even your dark colors need highlights. Okay, that's awesome. I'm going to give it a little bit more white now, just a smidge more, a little bit, and then make an even smaller highlight to represent a little shiny. See? And if that's too bright, we can always kill it, right? Just kill it with the, look at that. It's these little boom, boom, right? And getting the sides. Okay, now we're ready to work on the back. I would say I'm going to add a little bit of purple to this black that I've got back here because I don't like to use pure purple. And I'm going to come in here and see if I can just push these shadows a little bit, because black shadows are too dark. But purple shadows end up looking deeper and more rich. See? Love this. I'm just going to try to kind of imitate a natural shadow where there would be one. And everything's going to pop. Especially underneath this gold, I bet. It's purple and gold. Look really good together. Yep, it's looking good. Do you see all the details that's coming out now? Back here, we're going to put some purple back here too. Shading down. Ah, too much. A little bit again under this gold. Yeah, I love it. I love it. Okay. Now, you can highlight gold by adding just a smidge of silver. Let's see what happens. Just a little bit. You can also shade the gold too, which we're probably going to need to do. Let's see, add a little purple. And yeah. See, I've shaded it just so slightly. Just gives it a little bit of a 3D quality. I think the details are some of my favorite parts to paint. You can kind of tell. Let's do some shading on the ground underneath. This will really set him into his environment. And it will make it feel like he's not as much of just a miniature sitting on whatever kind of blobby grass. No offense to the sculptor who did that. There, that's better. Okay. I'm really reluctant to paint this back of this, so let's see. Let's get back into the black. I'm going to paint the rope. I don't want to fill in the details though, so... Oh, the red... Okay, I don't need to fill that. Good thing is, it's supposed to be this burgundy color, so I don't need to worry about filling it because it's going to be dark anyway. My eyeballs are starting to twitch, so I'm going to need a break here in a minute. That's nice. And we'll go in with the lighter magenta red too. Very perfect. Oh, I love it. All right, we need more red. There we go. Does anybody, I'm trying to remember. I think I used transparent red to make that brighter. Yeah. It's getting there. Now, if I was gonna sit and paint each one of the little freaking volumes on these little ropes and lose my mind, I would, but I don't know. I don't think I'm going to. Sometimes you just have to stop and say, it's good enough. That looks good to me. So he's got this, I think this backpack is supposed to be this red color. That's what color it's going to be now because I don't have a reference, so it'll be good. It'll be nice. Red and green is always nice color scheme because opposites of on the color wheel look good together, generally speaking. What color should I paint the ocarina? Sean says, and if you're into D&D streams, Electric Eve painted the character minis for High Roller's Twitch stream. Oh, I didn't know that. That's right. I think I did see that. I didn't know what High Rollers was though, but that's pretty cool. I was wondering because I saw her paint those. Oh, I got a little cat hair there. We got cat hair, guys. Yeah, like I said, I didn't know what those were, but I did see that she painted those. It's cool. Okay, he's got bottles back here. Bottles are tricky to paint. So let's see. So first we got to paint this entire little bag back here. And the roll of the bedroll that he's got. I think I will make the bedroll bluish, maybe. Okay, the bottles, let me look at them. They're clear bottles with red fluid in them. So we'll just do the strappy strap here. Oop. Okay, bottles are tricky. We're going to use the blue color that I kind of had mixed before. Paint the bottom of the bottle. Oh, and I forgot. The bottles have red liquid in them, so we'll go ahead and repaint that in a second. I want to get this to read white first. Yeah, and the tops of the bottles are also, they're not red, but they are that magenta color that we've been using. And I found some more gold. On these flutes that he's got. That is pretty. I like that little detail. That helped the drum look interesting. Just these little gold spots where the knots are. I like that. Okay, and then the badge. He's got the little Bard's College badge back there. Okay. look at these tops of these bottles. I feel like I need a pinkish color, so I'm going to add this color to, because it's at least a bright pink, to my magenta. There we go. Yeah, I like that actually. And I'm going to make the liquid red, because that's what it looks like here. Probably healing potions. Right? Healing potions are red and mana potions are blue. No, healing potions are green. What's red? Strength potions? I don't even know. Okay. A little bit of red. That works. I don't think I'm going to mess with that too much. Sometimes you get it to where it looks okay-ish and you leave it alone. Okay, I'm going to get my transparent purple black thing over here and just go around all of my leather edges. Oh, I see something else that needs gold. This edge of this backpack. Oh, and my paint was too runny. No. That's what I get for trying to paint something on a wet surface already. It bled. That's okay, we'll fix it. All right, give me a second. I'm gonna look at chat. Okay. Red is usually health, blue is mana, at least in the RPGs I've played. Shoshie, really like that Slender Man you recently played. Thank you. I was really happy too. I'm going to be uploading that to YouTube. We ended up streaming that Slender Man from my Patreon. So if you want to watch that, it'll be up at some point. I've got to clean it up a little bit as far as the all the information in it. You know what I'm saying? What color shall I'm going to make that blue. I'll just make that a lighter blue maybe. His little bed wrap will be the same color as his skin. Haha. They always say try to reuse the same colors over and over again sometimes in when you're painting a small model, because it really helps kind of bring it together. And I do kind of agree. I just realized you probably can't see what I'm doing. There we go. I'm going to add a little bit more transparent blue to this. On the bottom side anyway. There we go. I feel like the bottom side would be more shadowed anyway. Good. Okay, that's looking cool. And the ocarina, what color is Link's ocarina? Is it pink? Let's make it pink. Now it needs to be brighter pink with a little white in it. A little white. That is super cute. And there's the tiniest little, whoever sculpted these is just crazy detailed. There. Now we're going to get in here with our black purple again, because I see some spots that would have some shadow back here. Okay. And then once again, sort of my red leather, burgundy. Oh, got a little bit on the drum. There. Now at this point, a lot of shading needs to happen on the insides of things to just push things back. Right? Because look at here. There, that's better. And all of this underneath, oh my goodness, here. We're under shading it because that will have no light getting to it. And another dark line here. That's better. And inside the bedroll. See this dark lining? It makes such a difference. Do we lose our music? Have we been streaming for more than 2 hours? We probably lost our music. That's okay. Oh nope, there's another song. See how this pushes things into the shadows? I'm just going back here and pushing this purple, blue, black, whatever color in here. Okay. I'm going to take my white and just, because I want to I'm going to try to make these bottles look a little bit like glass. It's very difficult with they're so small like this. Yeah, I don't think it's going to happen. Okay, though, you can see what a difference that made. Let's go ahead and take some white because we've got our nice dark shadows back here. Just highlight the edge of the little blanket. And then what I can do then is just take my mid color and blend that a little bit. Just dampening down the color so it's just not so crazy, because it was a little bit intense for the back. There. Let's do a little highlighting on his hair again. There. And fixing the backpack. It's just tightening everything up, pulling it together. I'm kind of a messy process painter, but I try to get to the end where it's nice and clean. Sometimes it works out. All right, so on his little badge here, let's go ahead and fill in. He's got 4 colors. He's got red, purple. Let's see, purple is, let's make purple a little bit lighter. There we go. Red, purple, blue, and green. It's very tiny. It's like a little Hogwarts thing. Where's the green? We'll use this green. Wait, is it green? Yeah, it's green. And then we'll use blue, which I've got my transparent, which that's really dark. Hoi. So if I were gonna sit here and try to make these bottles look glass, I don't know if I can, but I would try to paint the reflections. Like I said, I don't think I'm gonna make it happen, but do the red. Okay. Like I said, he's got a little doodad on his jacket. Can I get that too? I don't know if I can. Let's just leave it gold, and then we'll just maybe. All right, I think I'm just looking at things and seeing if there's anything we can do to highlight some more. Yes, we can. Let's take a little red. Just gonna kind of attempt to highlight the bag a little bit. It's feeling a little bit two-dimensional. Add some transparent to that. I like it. Okay. It looks good. I think I'm gonna call him done. What do you think? Let's see if I can adjust the lighting, because I feel like my lighting is a little bit off. Hi, Julian. Keep up the great work. You're a hobby hero. Ah, thank you. All right, hold on. Let me adjust the lighting real quick on this. I want to see if you can see this a little better. Sometimes I like it bright, but then sometimes it's... Let's do exposure. Nope. Let's do contrast. Oh, there we go. Contrast. That made a difference. Let's take him off the base and see if that makes a difference also. It's kind of cool because on the bottom of the base, there's the Steamforged Games logo. Isn't that cool? All right, there we go. So cute. There's a few things that I needed. Oh, I found some more places to touch up. Haha. I knew he wasn't done. All right, let's do this. On his wrists. He's got these little bitty bracelets. Okay. I blurped on his hand a little bit. I was messaging, well, as I was talking to David Caldwell, he's a hobby legend, holy cow. Anyway, I mentioned to him about how, I was like, how do you paint so well and not blurp on your painting? Because he's got these incredibly, I didn't even notice I didn't finish this arm. I said, you know, you've got these incredibly detailed, beautiful paintings, painted minis, and they always look pristine. And I said to him, I said, I'm always getting paint on stuff. And then he said that he actually does bloop sometimes, but I don't think he does it very much. Okay. I gotta paint that back of that white. So much better. All right, and then he's got an actual green bracelet. The green is this actual kind of, I'm gonna add a little bit of white. There we go. It's like this pastel kind of green on his bracelet here. Yes. Oh, I forgot his tie. He doesn't really have a tie in the mini. That's okay. We were not going to paint it. There. Just to make the little freehand here a little bit more fun. I like it. I want to see what the original concept artist thinks of this, or the sculptor even. Boom. Boom. That did it. Pulling it together. Okay. I think it's done now. Just did the last little pieces. All right, let's go ahead and do our outro. You love the mini? Thank you. All right. Oops, I messed something up. What'd I do? Oh no. Oh no! I don't know what I'm doing. I'm messing up my layouts. There we go. Okay. So ending overhead. Oh, overhead, we'll do that. There we go. Thank you guys so much for coming by. Don't forget to check out the Kickstarter for Steamforged Games. It's called Adventurers and Academia.